YouTube. Don't worry about that. We're going to start now. As usual, again, let me know in the chat if you can't talk today. You should be letting everyone know. Paul, Lawrence, all teachers, just let them know if you can't speak like this, because it just really, we're trying to train everyone to do the same things in Zoom, okay? All right, starting the class now. Here we go. Okay, so this is OET Reading. It's Friday. We're going to look again at inference. And I want to look again at the question from yesterday as an example of inference. So we'll review that together. Then I'm going to put you guys in groups. And if possible, maybe we can do 3 questions today. Charles, he's got his exam on Saturday. Some people have got exams coming up. So maybe we can do 3 practice questions. What do you think? Do we have time?
Yes, yeah.
We can just move faster. Okay. All right. So guys, can everyone see my screen? This should be the reading screen. Does everyone see this?
Yes.
Fantastic. So let's just start from the beginning. I know most of you know what inference is, but we'll start today by just thinking about what that is. And I want to look at an example. Okay. We're going to look at an example from yesterday. Then we're going to practice in groups. Let's do 3 questions. At the end, we'll do some analysis and answers. So that's the idea for this class. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pick on someone and I want them to explain to me. You tell me what inference is. Maybe Rima would be a good person. What is inference? Hey, Rima.
Inference, I think suggestion question implies or
okay, so a suggestion question. I like this. Or you said implies.
Yeah, imply or
let's use the verbs. Implies, suggests.
Implies, suggests, yeah.
So is she right, guys? Do these words have almost the same meaning? Implies, suggest, inference. What do you think, guys? Is she right?
She's right.
Just Charles? Come on, guys, she's right, okay? So this is kind of what it means, but let's go into more detail. I would say, Rima, come back. Another really good word is
inference.
Well, that's we're giving a definition. So can anyone help me?
Indirect meaning.
So indirect meanings, that is inference, that is suggestion, that is implication. What's the opposite of indirect, everyone?
Direct.
So for example, let's say that imagine I say, Rima, I want some food. Am I being direct here or indirect?
No, indirect meanings. Maybe you are angry.
It's direct.
I think that's pretty direct. Rima, I want some food.
Yeah. Sorry.
What if I say this? Rima, look at that nice food over there.
Yeah, it's an indirect.
See that interesting restaurant, Rima? Which one is the direct one, guys?
The first one is direct and second one is indirect.
Of course, right? So direct is where you just say what you mean. You just say directly, I'm hungry, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes we can say things like, Rima, I might say, are you hungry?
Maybe you are angry.
I'm asking the question, but maybe what I really mean is I want some food, right? Yeah. So another way to think of inference is about direct and indirect meanings. Okay, so can anyone think of a good example of this? Put your hand up if you can think of a good, maybe new example of this. Just put your hand up, but let's have a few people. Well, I'm going to ask Bibi then. Bibi, could you say hello?
Hello.
Okay, so just play this game with me, Bibi. What if I say to you, are you going to wear that hat? Bibi, are you going to wear that hat to the wedding?
It means it's strange you don't like my hat. Indirect.
So, guys, I'm being indirect here. Does everyone agree? It's an indirect suggestion. I'm suggesting something. I'm implying something. I'm implying, if I was being direct, Bibi, I would say, Bibi, I don't like your hat. But that would be very rude, wouldn't it? That would be so rude. Can anyone think of examples like this? Think about if you've got a husband or wife. Very often you have inferences between husband and wife all the time.
Yes.
Right, Fareed, what does your wife say that is maybe like indirect and it has a different meaning in reality?
Let me check your phone.
Yes. No. Last time, evening, yesterday we were going to the mall, and she said to me that there is a dark in our flat. So now she said to me, "Do you know what I mean by that?" I don't know. She said, "We want to change this flat." Oh my God.
Right. I like it. So is our flat too dark? Or like, is our flat dark? I like it.
Yes.
No
And
one,
she said,
no one wants a dark flat. So she thinks that, or she doesn't like the flat. Maybe doesn't like some
yes,
aspects of the flat.
yes.
Perfect example. So guys, I think we all know what to think.
Yeah,
Go on,
Alan,
Ruth.
my husband, when I cook something and not telling me that it is not good, say, did you had some like this spice inside? I know he doesn't like this.
What does
Yeah.
he say? He asked about the.
Yeah,
What does he say? Go on. Do you have some?
add some this a name of a spice, you know?
Did you?
Did you had this spice inside? It means it doesn't like in that time.
That's very true. Or you can say like, did you put salt in this? What does that mean?
Yeah, it means it's
Not
salty.
Too salty.
Or not enough. Okay, so exactly right. So what he's saying is maybe I don't like this spice or I don't like the spices. Okay, so we all know this. Now, let's think about more in OET. Okay, so in OET, first thing to talk about is we can talk about strong inferences and weak inferences. Right, so we spoke about this yesterday, but I want to review it. Jasmine, what is a strong inference? What is a weak inference? You know?
Sorry, I was not present the last 15 minutes yesterday. So
Okay, okay, you use Jasmine, I'm going to give you an inference and you tell me, is it a good one or a bad one? Okay? I always use the same one. So, my wife did not smile. Conclusion, she is
strong,
having an affair with someone. Do you think that's a good inference or a bad inference?
bad influence,
Why, Jasmine? Why?
because you are accusing her of cheating.
But she's not smiling.
Oh yeah,
Guys, it's bad. Why is it weak? Why is it weak? Because
Probability is high. You can be sad.
Not related, maybe?
well, it is true. There is a very, very small possibility it's true, right? But guys, it's weak because there is not enough evidence, right? Not smiling can mean so many different things. That's a bad inference. Okay, what if I say my wife is not smiling? She is unhappy. What about now?
good inference.
Much stronger, right? Why is it stronger? Why is it stronger, guys? Anyone?
It
It is strong because very often when people don't smile,
Yeah,
Are we unhappy?
when they don't smile, maybe that. Now, Rima, is
Yes,
it always true that when you don't smile, you're unhappy?
No.
Exactly. So inferences, guys, it's never 100%. We never know 100%, but there's strong ones and there's weak ones, okay? In OET, you have to be careful about the weak inferences in the reading, okay? So a weak inference in reading in OET is like going too far, jumping too far, right?
Will not be the answer, maybe.
And this is what you have to watch out for in OET, because this can happen. Now, let's look at an example. Can I show you an example of inference? Can I show you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you an example, a real OET example from yesterday of inference. And I want you guys to just look at this and tell me, well, we'll get the answer, but we'll also discuss why is the answer this one and not this one, okay? So here is the example that we looked at yesterday. Same question. Now, what do you notice? What have I done, guys?
You omit number C.
I'm taking letter C away just to make it more simple and clearer, okay? Now, let's do this again. I want everyone here, read this. Maybe you remember the answer from yesterday, no problem. I just want you to think about it. What is the answer? Why? What specifically does it say here that makes the answer? Okay, so I'm going to give you guys all 2 minutes, actually. 2 minutes starting now. Read and choose A or B. Also think about inference. Okay, so that was 2 minutes. And I'm just going to ask someone to tell me the answer. We did this yesterday, so probably you know. In fact, put your hands up if you know the answer already and you can tell me the answer. So Moha, can you say hello, Moha?
Hi.
Okay, so what did we say yesterday is the answer?
It says today's A.
Is that right, guys? Did I say A yesterday?
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
And I double checked this, don't worry, I double checked it on the paper. So officially the answer is A. But the question is, why is it not B? Many people thought it was B. Who thought it was B yesterday? Lots of people did. Okay. So I want to look now. I want to say that, guys, today, if we think about inference, then I think we can see why the answer is A and not B. Okay. So what is inference again? Ahmad, what is inference?
Hello, Alan.
Yes. What is
Yeah,
inference?
inference, so we just give the information about the particular subject and we direct it earlier in a different way, so that in an indirect or way.
It would be indirect, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
indirect way.
and what did Rima say, guys? Do you remember the words that Rima used? They were very good.
Suggestion.
Implied or suggested.
Suggest and imply. So Rima, can you come back?
Yes,
Imply. So these words, do they mean the same as states? Is it the same thing?
yes, I think.
You think that's the same? Imply is the same
Imply,
as state.
suggest, state, opinion. Yeah, no. In this,
Yeah, it's
no,
not,
inference,
guys.
because the policy states, not writers suggest.
Suggesting, guys, implying, those are indirect, right? Are you going to wear that hat, BB? Like that? I don't know, I'm always choosing BB, right? States is not. To state is to say, to report. Okay.
Informed.
So already we have a kind of, this is kind of direct. Question about direct meanings, okay?
Fact, policy statements is fact.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually, policy statement are like a fact.
Yeah, well, it's often associate statements are associated with facts as well, and like material things as well. But let's go into this now. So the answer is A. Okay, why is it A? Where's the language? Let me just ask one person. Put your hands up again if you want to give me the answer, or I might just choose someone. Maybe Ya, could you say hello? Or Shani? Maybe Elif? Jasmine? Jasmine, could you say hello?
Yes, hello.
So Jasmine, what I want you to do is tell me some part of this here. Tell me some words in here that you can find here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like this one, only one person. Where is that directly given in the text?
No. I see in the
Word involved, like only one person involved, like uninterrupted. It's one uninterrupted.
So is she right, guys? So she's saying there's no language here which is like almost directly saying this must be one person. What about this?
there is a language.
Does not leave the hand of
leave the hand of
person.
The person. The person. And we also have a scrub nurse. Yeah. How many is a? How many is a?
Just one.
One. We do have some direct evidence for A. It's directly given, I think. Okay. It's not easy. The vocabulary is very hard, but they do say something that you can connect. Okay. Do they say, no, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think there's anything that you can connect to this. I think this is just an inference. What do you think?
Yes.
I see no language at all.
There's no
immediate.
And also immediate is not in the exception.
But what it is your brain goes, oh, well, if it's just one person and it's in his hands, then probably it will happen very quickly, right?
Yes.
Now, if we change the question from states to suggests, what's the answer?
B.
B. Then B.
Now I think we can say, it's a very good answer to say, yeah, it's B, can be B.
Yeah.
But because the question is saying states, and because states is like, I told you, right? Then I think that's why. So this is an example of inference. But you know what annoys me? What annoys me about, I like OET, it's a good exam, but is this part B or part C?
Part B.
Yes, part C.
You don't expect inference questions in part B. It's very unusual. Usually part C is where you get the inference questions, okay? However, here we have an example of an inference question in a part B, okay? So you always have to be thinking about this problem of inference, even in part B.
Alan, sorry.
Now, I was going to say, let's have some question. Go on, Khaled. Yes.
Yeah, there's one kind of a question. If you remember, yesterday I practiced the reading section, but yesterday I don't know, my mood was good. I did like almost that 6th or 7th question, but there was some kind of question like phrases. These phrases are quite complicated. Like, what does this phrase mean? I don't know, it's inference or phrase. There's one lengthy word, bold, highlighted with bold black color.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, that's very hard question, to be honest. Like, I couldn't find it very easily. I spent a lot of time in that question. So what is the good technique for that one?
I'm not sure. It sounds like it's vocabulary. So often vocabulary is the key to making an inference, right, guys? This is why we're always talking about inferences. It's all about vocabulary. If you don't understand the vocabulary, how can you make the inference? Okay. Now today, guys, how do you get better at inferences? How do you get better at reading? The answer really is vocabulary and practice. So what I want us to do today is do some questions in groups. And then when you come back, maybe we will see some inference. Maybe we will see it. I don't know. Okay. But let's try. If there's no inference, okay, there's no inference. But maybe we might see some more today in these questions. I'm going to put you into groups right now. I'm going to give you 5 minutes for each question. So please go into the groups. You can obviously chat to each other, or if you want, you can just do it personally. Rooms are opening now. Please go into the rooms and start with question 3. Okay. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope it was useful on YouTube. We do classes like this every day, 4 hours every day, Monday to Friday.